Good afternoon, folks. I apologize for the slight absence. I received a strike on my channel, my main channel, Jacob of Ephraim, and hopefully this will make it onto Solar Wolf. It actually affected both. But here we are. I'm here to talk about a missing depression, or a missing hurricane, whatever you want to call it. A few days ago, actually I'd say about a week ago, when Ian was back over here, it actually, before it became the name of Ian, it had a number, and its number was 9. Does anybody remember that? It was Tropical Depression 9. Okay, well, this one here that's coming up is known as Tropical Depression 11. Where's 10? We have a missing hurricane or a missing tropical depression? Like, what the crap? So, how does that even work? Is that what this little thing is supposed to be? 10? Because there's nothing here to indicate that there's even anything here. Nothing. So, and for those of you who know about the powers that be, are they trying to hint to us about something maybe? Something that many of us are very familiar with and know about? I'm just thinking out loud here. What do you guys think? 9/11, Ian was Hurricane or Tropical Depression 9, and then we have an 11, and there's no 10. 10 is missing. Is it missing? Are they just not reporting on it because they don't want everybody to know that 10 is coming? I mean, what's the deal here? I don't know. You tell me. Now, here's the thing, folks. A lot of people are trying to. Some people, especially meteorologists, are trying to figure out what exactly happened here. Like, how did this become so strong so quickly when it got up here into the Gulf? Well, you have a couple of factors. Actually, probably about 3 very important factors that we have to look at. Number one, when it gets up here into the Gulf of Mexico, which is shallower waters, you're going to have heat. Okay, so the water is going to be warmer. That's one. Okay, the second one, let me show you. For those of you who are normal subscribers to my channel, this would actually make a lot of sense to you. For those of you who might be new, welcome to the channel. Please make sure you hit that notification bell and that subscribe button, so that way if we have any critical future updates, I can let you know. Well, here's where we're looking at. Do you see this right here? This right here is our estimated planetary K-index, basically plasma. How much did we take? Well, this right here, this hit that we had, we took us into geomagnetic storm level 2 for a short bit, and then we dropped back down into 1. Now, this actually came from a solar flare, not just a flare, but a coronal mass ejection that blended in with solar winds. Okay, and solar winds, when we have a coronal hole, will blend in, it will positively charge the Earth's atmosphere. Okay, and so you're getting heat from the bottom, coming up from the ocean, and then heat from the top, really magnifying all of our the hurricanes, any kind of storm. It will be increased. Now, here's where I wanted to show this to you guys, is right here. So check this out. So right here, we're looking at our density. This is plasma, centimeters cubed. We got up to like 95 centimeters cubed. I mean, this was very dense. In fact, I don't think I've seen it this dense before. I'm not going to lie to you. That's pretty dense. That's 95. Since I've been tracking, the highest I think I've ever seen is like 70. So this got really high. And right here is our BT and our BZ, which is our north and south magnetic polarity. Okay, basically north and south pole, the polarity of them. And you can see we got down here to almost -20. In fact, right here it looks like we might have touched it. And anytime it goes to above 6 and -6, we have a crack or an opening or a weakness in the geomagnetic field. So, which would allow plasma to come in. So, yeah, we definitely got charged. Like, plain and simple, it got a charge, and that's how the hurricane was able to boost so high. Now, I am over here at solarham.net. Anybody can come here. In fact, I encourage anybody, if you want to see where I'm at, hit pause, look right up here in my window, and you'll see right where I'm at. So we can see that we're living in constant sea flux, okay, constant sea flare. No matter what, we are straight up constant sea. It looks like we're about to dip back down into, lower sea, but we've been in mid to upper sea flare, just constant. Okay, and remember, the higher we get, when we get up here into the mid and high sea range, we're going to be popping up into, well, mid seas. We would definitely be hitting M flares, and then when we get up into upper sea, we can pop up into X flares. then that's not good. And usually with an X flare, as long as if it's not spontaneous, if it's a long, big one with a big old fat butt like I've showed you guys, there's going to be plasma coming with it. It's just which direction is the plasma going. So we are looking, however, this weekend to get more. Here in the next couple days, we're looking to get not just solar winds, but also a flare, or a coronal mass ejection. And let me show you what that looks like. We'll come down here and we will go down here to tracker. Pop on tracker. It'll pull up. We'll tap on this feller here. Now you see this right here. Here's our solar winds, and then here's that coronal mass ejection. So it's going to kind of blend in with the solar winds. See how kind of that little slight glancing blow is kind of blending in with that. So, and now this is Enlil. That's, you know, Enlil as in the Sumerian wannabe god Enlil. Yes, this is their Enlil model. Open your eyes and see what's happening, folks. So there's this one here. We can go check the Euphoria to see what it shows and if it's up to date. Let's take a look real quick. Just a quick look. I am over here at the European Space Agency looking at their Euphoria model for Earth and any kind of plasma, and as you can see, we did have a direct fire that kind of came our direction, but it was a glancing blow, but it also blended in with the solar winds. So you can see the solar winds here, and then we had one fire this way, one fire this way, and they kind of coalesced in the middle here, blending in with the solar winds. You see that? And that's how we ended up getting this one. They're showing a whopping 79, maybe 77, yeah, probably maybe about 77 centimeters cubed of plasma. So it looks like it was, that's why we got, so it was a direct, so you had two of them kind of mixed together and blended with the solar winds. Now I'm over here at iswa.gsfc.nasa.gov, and if we come here, we look at the GOES 16 and 195 and 304 angstroms, and then we're actually going to go take a look at the SDO, but we're going to zoom in on this really quick. There we go. And if we watch this, I'm actually backing it up here a little bit before we move forward. And if you watch this region right here, you'll see the eruption, and then we'll see the satellite actually get eclipsed by the Earth. You see this eruption right here? Whoosh! You see that coming off? Now watch. Here comes the Earth. Whoop! Getting in the way. Just like that. But these coronal holes, these two massive coronal holes, will actually be causing solar winds to impact the Earth. Now, add to that plasma from this coronal mass ejection, so we could get up to a G2 level storm, definitely a G1, but we will have to see where it's at. And actually, but if you look at this, this almost looks like an eye, a nose, and this almost looks like an emoji, doesn't it? Like Smiley here with his, you know, with the little crooked lip up and kind of winking, like, that's a little bit ominous in my opinion, but hey, that's just me. What do I know, right? And then as we're watching, I don't know if we're going to be able to see any other eruptions. In fact, it looks pretty good. Looking over here at the GOES 16 304 angstroms of light. As we're watching right here, you can see the eruption right here, coming off of right here. In fact, let me zoom in on this just a little bit more. And we can see it was a nice ribbon of plasma, nice ribbon release, and it was dark. But then again, the Earth gets in the way because of the way that they work, the way the rotation of the satellite goes. And there is other activity, and we'll come over here to the SDO and look at it, 304 angstroms of light, and we will watch the eruption. This one you get a little bit more coming off of right here. Whoosh, you see that? Before the Earth gets in the way of it. So we definitely had plasma come from there. This one will probably be a glancing blow, but it's also going to blend in with the solar winds. So yeah, there could be a little bit of interesting things going on. And if we watch, now did you see how the satellite jumped? Bloosh, that was a shock wave from that. This right here, when it popped off, whoosh, it's a shock wave. Whoop, and the satellite jumped. So that's what makes me think we're going to get some of that. Okay? Now, if you also watch up here, we're going to watch this plasma ribbon just lift right off. See that? So there is some activity, but I don't see anything directly Earth-facing, just that slight glancing blow of this guy. So please pay attention, folks. Watch the hurricanes. Watch the solar weather. I've just explained to you how it got intensified so quickly from the warm air of the Gulf of Mexico, and then from the heat from that plasma coming down into us, charging up this hurricane and getting it so powerful before it hit landfall. And then what do you guys think? To go from 9 to 11 and 10 is missing. Do you think they're literally telling us 9, 11, like they're responsible for that? Or do you think they're hiding a hurricane or a tropical depression somewhere? Let me know in the comments. Now, here's the other thing you have to keep in mind, folks, and this is not conspiracy, this is proven. Do you see all of these spots right here? This is caused by satellites up in space. These right here is called weather manipulation. This is how they control weather. That's right, weather manipulation. Watch this. They sit there and pop on and off, blink, 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 blink. They're constantly flashing the area, which literally pushes and drives hurricanes, tornadoes, fronts all over the place. It'll keep an area dry and droughtful where there's no rain, or they'll push rain into certain areas that they want to flood at their whim whenever they want. Weather manipulation is well documented. Look it up, folks. This is number 3 reason for how that hurricane got so intense so quickly. So remember, keep your eyes open, no fear, and love is the only way forward. Solar Wolf out.